the early years, though, I guess it seemed pretty straightforward in that we knew that we probably had to take the ordinary path, be in the ordinary places where kids make friends. We had a vision that Sean would enjoy a rich life full of opportunities to learn and contribute, embedded in a community where he is valued and appreciated. We wanted him to be connected within a web of relationships so that he would experience love, belonging, and a sense of himself as the valuable and precious individual he is. So I'm sure that this is also something that Belonging Matters might bang on about. So it was really powerful actually to write that down and to have it front and centre in all of our planning and considerations and priority settings. So if that is not something as a family member that you've done, or if you're working with people who don't have kind of something that's a stated vision, I would really encourage you to spend time first clarifying kind of where you want to be. So in those early years, we just kind of did the ordinary things. I do want to say that we had to fight, the guidance officer's advice to go somewhere else, and we had to fight the fact that when he went to preschool, he was only offered 1 hour a week initially. But our vision grew stronger and bolder because I saw that other children liked Sean and they appreciated him. And we knew that we had to be more visible and more known in our local community than some other people. So it meant that we had to kind of push ourselves out of our comfort zone and kind of be in soccer, even though he's a bloody shocking soccer player. We had to be at the playgroups and childcare and the toddler gym and the library and, swimming, etc. And we also really prioritised in those early years the play dates, even though sometimes they were torture. The reason I mention that, even though you're all way past that, is that we were trying, it helped us know how to make encounters comfortable. And so some of it was about deciding how many people to invite, the pre-planning, and I think, Cherie, you've also picked this up. What will Sean be talking about? What will be the activities that they will both, that everyone will enjoy? So it wasn't just like with my daughter, basically the friends turned up and, I didn't have to worry about it and I could just leave them to their own devices. With Sean, I had to be really intentional, and I also needed to use, sometimes we used the paid support to make those play dates successful, and it also then helped us to get clearer about what the role of the support workers would be, not in kind of directing the relationship, but in supporting Sean to be known for his strengths. I guess the other thing I learned during that time is that we had to do more, and that the return invites were not always forthcoming. And actually I just learnt that I have to suck that up. I can't afford to resent that. That is just the way it is. And I kind of understand the reasons why people don't feel as comfortable. And I wish it was otherwise, but it's not. And so I just have to suck it up. Because, it's worth it. We worked through primary school and high school at trying to make sure Sean was in valued roles rather than in that kind of almost like the mascot of the class kind of role. And we made sure that, Sean was always having kind of opportunity to share interesting things about his life to be seen in that positive way. Okay. I'll just talk a little bit first about, I guess, that when Albert Mansky talks about making space for others, I was also really clear that I shouldn't be the person supporting him in soccer or in kind of taekwondo or any of those sorts of things, and neither should his dad be, because I recognise that it was like, the kiss of death really to have your mother there pushing, kind of on the soccer field, and it was much. So we we really used that support to a young, cooler person to be in that role.